If you've ever felt like you're doing all the right things but still waking up feeling completely sluggish, or maybe you're just a little worried about your long-term cardiovascular health, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today in this explainer, we are unpacking the absolute ultimate science-backed breakfast blueprint. It's designed to actively unclog your arteries and completely transform your body from the inside out. So let's jump right in and look at the exact foods that hold the power to do this. You know, every single morning, your heart wakes up before you do. It pumps, it pushes, it keeps you alive. But as we age, especially when we get past 50, our arteries naturally begin to narrow and stiffen. Plaque just quietly builds up, circulation slows down, and suddenly oxygen delivery to your brain and your muscles gets weaker. Think about it kind of like the plumbing in a really old house. Over decades, calcium and minerals slowly build up inside those pipes. You don't even notice the water pressure dropping at first until one day it's almost fully blocked. That is the silent threat to our circulation. The simple choices we make at the breakfast table can literally mean the difference between having healthy, robust blood flow and having arteries that slowly choke off over the years. So to solve this, here is our agenda. First, the morning artery threat. Second, our breakfast foundations of oats and eggs. Third, 5 artery-clearing oatmeal boosters. Fourth, chia versus sabja seeds. And finally, a hidden digestion rule. Okay, let's look at section 2. Breakfast foundations, oats and eggs, setting the stage for optimal health. For the longest time, we were told to fear eggs, right? The old myth was that they cause heart disease and dangerous cholesterol overload. But honestly, scratch that. The new science is completely different. It shows that eating up to 4 eggs a day actually helps create a much healthier cholesterol profile. When you eat eggs, your liver simply adjusts its own cholesterol production to keep things perfectly balanced. In fact, it often raises your good HDL and makes your bad LDL particles larger and way less harmful. Plus, eggs provide vital leucine. Leucine acts as this amazing biological master switch for your body. It flips the signal that tells your aging muscles to repair and rebuild, which is absolutely critical for staying strong and independent as we age past 40. Now, right alongside those eggs, you need a really solid base of oatmeal. Oatmeal acts as nature's broom, and that's thanks to a specific powerhouse fiber called beta-glucans. Clinical studies showed that these soluble fibers form this thick gel in your gut, and this gel effectively grabs onto cholesterol and sweeps it right out of your body before it can even enter your bloodstream. People who eat oatmeal daily have significantly lower LDL cholesterol and a reduced risk of heart attacks. But here's the secret. The oatmeal is just the canvas. It's not the full masterpiece. Moving on to section 3, 5 artery-clearing oatmeal boosters, turning a simple bowl into medicine. Our first booster is cinnamon. And no, it isn't just there for flavor. It's a massive circulation booster and a powerful metabolic regulator. Research shows it dramatically improves insulin sensitivity. And why does that matter? Well, because when your blood sugar spikes, it causes a whole cascade of arterial inflammation. The inner walls of your blood vessels actually stiffen up and become sticky, which just attracts plaque. Cinnamon swoops in and reduces those blood sugar spikes, protecting your arteries from that damage. Just a single teaspoon gives you warmth, flavor, and science-backed protection. The second ingredient is flaxseed. Just think about the number 15% for a second. An amazing clinical study showed that consuming just 30 grams of ground flaxseed daily led to a huge 15% drop in bad cholesterol in only 3 months. That is a staggering result from such a tiny little seed. They are totally loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and lignans that actively help dissolve that stubborn plaque buildup we were just talking about. Next up, we have chia seeds, the ultimate blood flow balancer. It's really incredible that a seed this small is so remarkably rich in arginine. Arginine is the exact amino acid your body needs to produce a really vital molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is basically the chemical messenger responsible for keeping your blood vessels young, flexible, and wide open. And flexible arteries mean much smoother circulation, more oxygen getting to your brain, and way less strain on your hardworking heart. For our fourth ingredient, turmeric steps in. You know, behind almost every blocked artery is a silent, lingering fire of inflammation, damaging your vessel walls and actively attracting cholesterol straight to the burn site. Turmeric uses its active compound, curcumin, to act as an anti-inflammatory shield. Curcumin completely calms that fire and actually heals your endothelial function. That's the super delicate inner lining of your arteries. But there is a catch here. You have to mix it with a dash of black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine, which actually increases your body's absorption of curcumin by a whopping 2,000%. Finally, our big reveal is walnuts. What if I told you that you could improve your artery flexibility by nearly a quarter just by snacking on walnuts? Well, a study from the American Heart Association found exactly that. It improves artery flexibility by up to 24%. Plus, eating a daily handful naturally reduces LDL cholesterol by 16 points. Walnuts are just packed with plant-based omega-3s and polyphenols that reduce oxidative stress, making them absolutely the ultimate fuel for both your heart and your brain. So, let's quickly recap all of that. We've got cinnamon to handle insulin spikes, flaxseed for omega-3s, chia seeds for nitric oxide production, turmeric to soothe your endothelial lining, and walnuts to fuel your brain and heart. Adding these 5 boosters literally transforms your standard everyday breakfast into a potent therapeutic tool that actively unclogs your arteries. Section 4. Chia versus sabja seeds. Understanding the subtle seed nuance. Now, before you go tossing seeds into your bowl, it is really crucial we understand the subtle differences between chia seeds and sabja seeds, which are also known as sweet basil seeds. A lot of people completely confuse these two. While they might look kind of similar, they behave totally differently. Chia seeds are incredibly protein and omega-3 rich, but they absorb water very, very slowly. Sabja seeds, on the other hand, expand almost immediately in water, forming this thick gel layer in just 15 to 20 minutes. Sabja acts as a really powerful natural coolant for your body, helps control appetite by keeping you incredibly full, and flushes toxins right out of the intestine. So if you're looking for protein, you want chia. If you want a digestive coolant, sabja is definitely your go-to. However, it is super important to note that sabja seeds come with a pretty strict warning. Because of their immediate expansion, they must always be soaked in water first. Please never eat them dry. Furthermore, they absolutely must be avoided by pregnant women, small children, anyone with low blood pressure, or people currently experiencing swelling, because they can seriously exacerbate those issues. And finally, Section 5, the hidden digestion rule, the catalyst for true nutrient absorption. Here's the thing, none of this matters if we don't follow this one final step. The true secret of nutrition is in the absorption. We always think that strength and health just come from eating the right foods. But let's be totally honest with ourselves. Most of us inhale our breakfast standing over the kitchen sink, or we just shovel it down while scrolling on our phones as we run out the door. If your digestion is sluggish or your stomach is constantly heavy because you eat too quickly, all of those expensive superfoods and proteins will just pass right through you. You are effectively flushing your money and your health straight down the drain. So here is the golden rule, the 25 to 30 chews rule. To unlock the energy, the muscle-building proteins, and the joint-healing power of this meal, you must chew every single bite 25 to 30 times. Seriously, chewing isn't just about making food smaller so you don't choke. It's a highly sophisticated chemical process. When you chew thoroughly, digestion literally starts right in your mouth. Specific enzymes in your saliva begin breaking down the starches and fats immediately. By the time that food actually hits your stomach, it is already pre-digested, which allows your body to easily extract and absorb every single nutrient. Oh, and there's a second half to this hidden rule. You must wait 20 to 30 minutes after your meal before drinking any water. Think of your stomach acid like a highly concentrated cleaning solution that's designed to break down your food. If you just dump a massive glass of water on it right after eating, you immediately dilute that acid and wash away all the digestive enzymes that are hard at work. Letting your stomach do its job completely uninterrupted ensures that the meal we just designed together delivers maximum uncompromised power to your cells. Well, there you have it. You now hold the exact science-backed blueprint to reverse weakness, protect your brain, and actively clear out your arteries using the power of food and proper digestion. The science is incredibly clear here, and the power to change your health is entirely in your hands. So the only real question left to ask is, what are you going to put in your bowl tomorrow morning?